inputs. So this is for Unit 1, Lab 3, Modern Art with Polygons, and this is block with inputs. So your starter project should look something similar to what I have here. And when I run this block of code, what it's going to do is draw a green. So I've set my pen colors to green. It's going to draw something green 21 times. And let's see what the final product looks like. And so it's just drawing a straight line and it's moving 100 steps and then it's waiting and then it's going back negative 70 steps. So it's going back to where it did, but not all the way. And then it's turning 360 divided by 21 times. So essentially this is a 21-sided polygon that we've drawn. So now I'm going to clear this so that you can see what I'm going to do next. We are going to create a new block, and the scripts are essentially all the same for the shapes that you drew. So the 3, 4, 5, 6, and 12 branches, right? So this one is a 21 branch polygon. And the thing that's going to change is this part right here, the input values. And so we're going to create one general block called pinwheel branches. So what we're going to do is, let's see, maybe I'll go to variables. And for here, I'm going to make a block. So what that's going to look like is, actually I'm gonna go here and then make a block here. All right, and so when I am here, I'm going to call it pinwheel branches. And that is going to be what we're going to do. Actually, it's going to be an other and pinwheel, comma, branches. Let me just double check that I have everything. Or actually, sorry, I was right. It was a motion, and then that's what's going to come up. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, right, and I'm going to just make it into one general block. So every time I use this block, this is the action that it's going to take. And now what we're trying to do is create the input values and to make the input values changeable or editable. So go ahead and click on this plus sign, and it's going to be the input name. And since we want the input name to be number of branches, that's what we're going to call it. And we want it to be an input. Okay. And so now every time we will call the number of branches, that's what we are going to drag it to. So we want to repeat it. So maybe 3, 4, 5, 12, or in this case, 21 times. And then, so that's how many branches it's going to draw. And since it's going to turn however many degrees of branches we want, we were going to divide it by the number of branches here too. All right, and so I'm going to press OK. I'm going to drag it into my block and I'm going to draw it. Let's see if it does what we asked it to do. So it should draw the same. Oh, I should do an input. So we want to do 3, and let's see, it'll draw 3. And now if I want to draw 4, it should draw 4. So instead of having 5 different codes, then I can only just have one code and make the input value changeable. And so there's the 5. And I'm just clearing the screen so that it's easy for you to see. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So I want to do 6 now. And so this is same code that's being run, but now it's being 6. So instead of having 5 copies of the same script, you could just make it however many you need. And I should have probably cleared that, but that's all.